like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate my new subscribers. Thank y'all so much for giving me a chance. But y'all know that Kodak Black was pardoned by President Trump and that he has an addiction uh, problem to the perks. And he was seen out there with the fried chicken, but his lawyer said that, he was doing a uh, video shoot during that time and that he's been clean, but that boy ain't been clean. We need to pray for him. Oh, I'm itching, y'all. Hold on. Let me turn up this heat. It done got cold. So that temperature must have really dropped or something. It must have. But then there was a fan that came up to him and told him that he was gonna go out like DMX went out, and Kodak Black went off on him. If y'all know who Kodak Black is. Everybody do. And he's such a talented young man. Not one of my favorite artists, but my son like his music. Fans have expressed a lot of concern over Kodak Black's antics, drug use, and legal problems in recent years. Kodak Black has been very outspoken over the years, but his brass nature can impede on his respect for the fallen hip hop forefathers. During a recent Instagram live session, he clapped back at a fan who said that he'll go out like DMX, calling the late New York icon a legend. Fans have expressed a lot of concern for Kodak. Instead, they relate to his use of substances, online antics, bizarre statements, and questionable behavior, whether they come from critical perspectives or good intention of support and assistance. Yak hasn't really made a big deal out of this, though sure he responds to trolls. He responds to trolls, haters, and concerned fans every now and then, but usually to quell more negative comments rather than address well intentioned ones. This adds to a pretty random online approach to begin with, such as Kodak Black freestyles proclaiming his love for Regina Carter. So at the end of the day, people also pick and choose when to start a conversation and when to let antics be antics. Kodak Black is safe among many rappers who caught the sharp end of Kanye West in his rants recently. While Kanye showed no mercy to folks like Kendrick Lamar or Jay Z, Yak said, I love ASAP Rocky, I love Kodak, rappers just like Jews. Oh, Instagram, I ain't know it was gonna say that. I ain't know it was gonna say that. My bad. I'm just reading the article. As a whole, they be doing BS, but there's a few I still mess with, he tweeted earlier this year. We wonder how long it would take for this reverse. Meanwhile, Kodak Black fans expressed concern and targeted criticism for his political views as his Donald Trump support. And he should demand he pardon him and let him out of prison. Anybody that does that, wouldn't you be that right? You would be a support of what y'all wasn't gonna do it. And other diverse statements continue to alienate certain listeners. Hopefully, this doesn't dissuade fans from making their support for Kodak. But Kanye expressed frustration over fans' pleas for help and intervention when he did not ask for them before, which is Kodak's point. He didn't ask for help. Hopefully, he seeks brighter days. So, Kodak Black sent fans into a tizzy over the weekend after being filmed lying in the street, scarfing down chicken wings like they were the last of their kind. That should make an entertaining final visual. Let me see if I can play it. Oh, it ain't gonna let me play. I think I got the video. So his attorney said that he simply grabbed some food and he gobbled up during the shoot, that it was a video shoot. And his lawyer pretty much was saying, other words, he's just being Kodak. Kanye offers to help Kodak Black after rapper spies eating chicken in the middle of the street. And I did see that video. While Kanye has decided to help Kodak, he acknowledges how many people probably think he is the one who needs help. Yes, indeed. And apparently, he was jumping on a plane, rushing to Atlanta to help Kodak and do an intervention. That was Kanye's plan. When he learned of the behavior, Kanye announced that he would go down to Miami to see about his industry friend. While his account has been deactivated, he left a message not on his own mental state, but that of his fellow rapper. I know y'all thinking I'm going through something right now, but I just saw a video of Kodak and I wouldn't want nobody to do an intervention on me. That's why I want to put this video up. He continued, because all y'all might think, man, Ye really going through it right now. Somebody need to go get him, go take his Twitter and stuff like that. But I'm just telling you calmly that I am in a good space. I'm really in a positive space. It's chaotic. I got my ideas out. That's all that happened. That was very freeing for me. And it's worth everything. It's worth everything to do. Let's start there. As for his brother Kodak, Ye thinks he may need assistance. Moreover, Kanye views the no flocking rapper wearing a Donda chain as a sign to go help him. My brother Kodak and I feel a calling. He actually wearing this Donda chain, and it's just not because he's wearing a chain, but it's like how you sitting there wearing this chain, unless something's saying to go and get my brother. I thought about it before. I was like, man, I should go to Miami. I could be the person, I can make a difference, and that's what I'm about to do right now. I don't know if he went or not. What I got? Okay, I'm gonna show these, and then I think, oh, and then I probably got some on the 31st. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Oh, that was the 31st. It's gonna be a short video, and I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Black is falling into a concerning state of life. It gotten so bad that even Kanye West spoke out trying to save him. Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm gonna fly down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about, I know I said rappers and all that, but right now I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like we can't. I know y'all think I'm crashing out. Y'all you see me talking. I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't. I know I said a lot, and just let me go down there and go help
this man out. As that was Kanye's reaction to the new viral post of Kodak Black eating chicken in the middle of a street, looking strung out and not looking like himself at all.
The wrong thing. Take a seat next to him. Take a seat next to him. Enjoy that moment. Enjoy that. Take a seat next to him, brother.
However, there is an explanation on how we even got to this point, which is important to hear. On February 28th, 2023, it was announced Kodak Black admits to being on drink, but denies being on other items after pleading not guilty on possession and firearm charges.
I was on it, and I was asleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. I was on that drink, sleep in front of my people's house, but that ain't illegal. That ain't illegal. So all that's just the process that it had to be in the other mud shot. The process that even though like bogus is plastered all over the internet, then on top of that, it's like, bro, like I'm Haitian, I mean, and it's just like my error, bro, like now, like man, you better all.
As shortly after the IG Live, the feds would end up raiding Kodak's Florida home, arresting the rapper. While arrested, he would then hire lawyer Brian Cohen. He was able to secure a deal with the federal judge to have Kodak Black sent to a rehab center rather than sitting in jail for over 2 years.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in Oregon after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive during a random test earlier this month.
I'm just not right about this situation.
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. We can resolve that by way of a hair sample, and that'll clear you.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
This resulted in Kodak pausing his music career for roughly a year. No music, no IG Lives. It kind of stalled his career, and many forgot about Kodak Black. However, while in rehab, Kodak would turn his life around fast, writing tons of new music, working out daily, and becoming a much better person. He even dropped his hit song Walk, gathering 33 million views just 2 weeks after being let free from the rehab center, climbing right back to the top of the charts until the success got back into his head. He would then be featured on a Kai Cenat live stream, having extreme sweats, swatting at things in the air that aren't even there, while also shouting out random things, scaring 100,000 viewers.
You can always say, but at times we feel good. That's what you say sometimes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think his name was Bubba. Hey, oh.
The morning after the live stream, Kodak would then hop on IG Live trying to explain the situation from his side, explaining how no one really even likes him anymore once being let free from rehab, and the fact that he is doing and taking all these extracurricular items is more of his choice and not yours.
Say y'all people like who be on that, y'all be on all type, if y'all be on say all type of stupid. But I take me one, and y'all be so third. Y'all wanna like it anyway. Yeah. Everybody else who be coming like on that timing, they ain't got no motion. They broke, they hurt, they simple, or they trying to come into life some kind of way. I'm trying to like look any type of look. I could come in that way. Oh, I think you need help. Oh, look, bro. I try to like, and then y'all think.
As with millions then disappointed that he broke his sobriety, making himself look terrible on live stream, this would end up lingering for the coming months, where a fan would even interact with Kodak, saying how he loves it when he is sober. However, Kodak would respond pretty aggressively.
Say, I love when Kodak's sober. Trying sober. I look sober. I know it's sober. For what? For what? Look at all this money. Look at all this cash. Over for what? We are over.
But this would end up being the final straw for many in the rap industry. Watching Kodak Black go down a terrible spiral, it was clear that he needed help. This is when it would be announced, Wallow and Gilly give some life advice to Kodak Black, saying, "Don't ever doubt yourself. You got many children counting on you."
Don't ever doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you. There's gonna be times where you're gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna be in pain, but them babies counting on you, you gotta be here. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people get around you and they see your success and they say, "Oh man, a lot of people need you," and they yes man you. I ain't here to yes man you. You know me. Every time we connect with you, you know I got love for you. Not because I need you, I got love for you because you're a young cat and I was young, Gil was young. Live.
That.
And I'm telling you that because you see that love that the lady get, you see how you light up when I talk about your babies? Live. These people want to laugh, they want to joke, they want to criticize. They don't know your pain. I don't know your pain. But I know one thing, them babies counting on you.
Trying to reason with Kodak on his recent struggles, as his life is much bigger than just him. According to Google, Kodak Black has 5 children, while also being the breadwinner for his own personal family of his mother, siblings, etc., resulting in Kodak Black apologizing to everyone, saying that he wants to use his influence for change in the world and become a better person.
I'm honestly, I'm sorry to everybody. I'm sorry to the people who I heard it. I'm sorry if you don't understand me. I'm sorry if you just don't like me. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to everybody that I've wronged. And I'm so sorry to all the times I made my mom cry. And I'm sorry to all the girls whose heart I broke. I'm sorry to young man.
He's so high right there.
Understand for kind of disrespecting and stuff like that. Should accept my apology. You did?
However, as history repeats itself, Kodak Black would then return back to using his extracurricular items. It would be announced, Kodak Black says the whole world is on fun items during his Instagram live, saying everyone is using it while we're just waiting to pass.
All right, again, while we waiting on other people too, right? So other people, they don't know how to let time do his thing. Hey, bro, let time do it. Bro, time is the best. What you call it? What is it? Or whatever is gonna let time do it.
And I think he really is a nice guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, if everyone could take their seats, we have a bit of an update.
Oh, that was the wrong video as usual. I'm so sleepy.
Me talking, I'm expressing myself, I'm cathartic and shit. And look, man, please don't. I know I said a lot of shit, man. Just let me go down there and go help this man out. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna be down there. I'm about to get my flight right now.
Oh, hell, some shit. I ain't gonna lie, I missed the whole Super Bowl. That's Susie. That's a beauty right there. She pretty. Anyways, I just got on this shit from what you call it, and then posted on my page. Anyways, what I was saying, cause my page really supposed to be deactivated. So I'm like, something else. How I really buy me so much love. Start sleeping, people that wrote me out like, yeah. Kanye a real one. You know why you a real one? Cause I'm some whole other shit. Cause Kanye the only therefore we did it. Cause he know he a lot of the other niggas look at me. I'm clean out. A lot of the times, see, even my old girl be telling me to cut my beard and mustache shit, whatever I be trying to do right now. Let my shit go out. I don't give a fuck by that time. I don't really be giving a fuck. I really be thinking like a nigga I'm looking crazy and all that shit. I'm like what
I can't understand halfway what he's saying, child. I don't know what language this is.
when I clean up real nice. It's a different story. Come from the ugly corner, so I don't know for the thing on the house. And my poor, Kanye, like, you know what it feel like. You know what it feel like, but like, people be on bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people be around, they so scared that come out and say, they got my nigga, like, I don't know, no ties to him. And you want to suck for me? I said, no, I don't want it. I don't want it.
But outside of his music, Kodak is also known as one of the most unique characters and personalities in hip hop.
Why did the kid bring a ladder to school? Try to get it. The kid brought a ladder to school because he wanted to go to high school. Hey, he's on drugs. See how good a nigga look on me? See how good look on me, vibing, glowing, bright, but like, I mean, they can't have emotion.
Born and raised in Pompano Beach, South Florida, to put it simply, you never know what you're gonna get with Kodak Black, as fans have learned from his countless viral clips.
It's just like crazy, homie. Super gremlin, bro. I've been on No Nut November. So forgiving and so loving and so everything.
3 years ago, back in 2021, Kodak went viral for his drugged-out behavior during this reaction video with Zias and Bulu. I knew the was fake, but I still ate it. Sounds believable after this reaction, reads the top comment. Prayers for Kodak, typed destroying. Sad to see Kodak like this. I hope we don't lose another legend. Some fans prefer to believe that Kodak simply plays into this character extra while on camera. But, as we'll see in a second, this video was far from the only other time that Kodak Black has caused basically the entire internet to call out for him to get help. However, while he was clearly under the influence here, it has never been as bad as Kai Cenat's recent stream. Featuring as part of his 30-day non-stop streaming event,
That was
Kodak
all,
Black appeared on Kai Cenat's
man.
Twitch stream on November 4th. What was set up as another massive guest segment joining the likes of Lil Uzi Vert, Miranda Cosgrove, Glorilla, and Quavo as other early cameos. Almost immediately after joining stream though, Kai, as well as the thousands of live viewers watching, could easily tell that something was off.
Look at Casimer's face.
No.
Kai and his chat instantly knew that Kodak was under the influence of something. Several fans were mad that they even let Kodak come on stream in that state and condition, but as the stream went on, things only got more awkward, especially after this happened.
What's that? What the?
Trickshotting an opioid is honestly insane work. To mention that this young thinks the worst freestyle ever, and then almost crying after reading negative comments that were flooding the chat from bored viewers. Kodak's behavior only got more incoherent as the night went on.
For me, I said, no, I don't want it. I don't want sex. I don't want sex. Just want for me, I said, no,
Look at Casimer's face.
I'm just waiting for the bus. I didn't want sex. I don't like you. Chat? Yeah, everybody in chat. Now they all saying W's. It's same brand usually, but you got one. There was one person. I'm gonna do man. I'm gonna sleep, man. I'm gonna sleep, man. So I'll see you later. I'll see you later. See you later, man. I'll see you later.
Now, Kodak has appeared on streams before with these top streamers such as Aiden Ross and Neon. However, again, some fans were upset at Kai and his team for not stepping in when it was clear that Kodak was not fully there. Kai is bugging.
Yeah, they should have stopped filming.
Reads one viral tweet. He is tweaking. At some point, you gotta say enough is enough. In a stream filled with awkward and uncomfortable moments all throughout, Kai Cenat was in a tough position, to the point where he even mouthed this to his team under his breath. As I mentioned before, Kodak Black is known for his unique personality, and it is often hard to understand him when he talks, with that Florida slang. But this was undoubtedly a new low for Kodak. Once clips of this stream continued circling all over the internet, various other streamers and rappers chimed in on the situation. First was Lil TJ, who, after oddly coming out of nowhere and throwing shade at his fellow New York native Kai Cenat, then had this to say in regards to Kodak's behavior on stream.
Niggas use everybody. They only with the top-notch niggas because they using culture vulture. Stop looking at Yak like he's a weirdo. No, sometimes that's how rappers act. In our society, that's how we act. That's how we get. I mean, we different from niggas. It's just the one lane where hood niggas get to make their bread. Real shit, bro. So sometimes rappers could act weird. It's from different places than y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Lil TJ claims that Kai and all of these other top streamers, including Aiden Ross, are just culture vultures who take advantage of rappers. Which, along with Aiden Ross then sharing this screenshot of his DMs with TJ, saying that me and Kai always show nothing but love to you, Kai would publicly address Lil
Doing for you. Yeah, understand that kids are watching you, little bro. I used to give a crap. Well, I don't go. You know why, homie? Because TikTok got all the negatives, most negative shit ever. I ain't doing nothing worse than what they got on TikTok, homie. The Kodak Black ain't no worse than I ain't doing shit.
Kodak fired back, claiming that he isn't doing anything worse than what is already happening on TikTok, which I don't exactly agree with. But more importantly, though, did he just openly spit in the middle of his house?
I spit on everything where I spit everywhere. I just spit.
Kodak Black is truly a one-of-a-kind human. However, despite this entire situation rightfully so worrying fans all over the internet, the truth is this is far from the first time this has happened. Aside from his long list of legal troubles and arrests throughout his career, Kodak Black has also shown us on many occasions his struggle with substance abuse and addiction. In addition to testing positive for in 2022, for example, a year later in 2023 came this random Instagram Live one night as Kodak tweaks out on the floor with his shirt off.
Because you will reach me, they look dead. You want to kill me, man. I ain't able to say from a few times that, bro. Man, which call I told her, this right here was like Obama was president. This is when Obama was president, and he did say, I ain't gonna lie on some shit. The police, they gonna say like, but he was like, I don't even want all of the one shit called it. Basically, like, cause the people to go crazy. I ain't gonna fentanyl in the tree, dog. Fentanyl in the just straight. Fentanyl, nigga. That'll make a nigga. But that'll make a nigga grandma and grandpa. I don't know, they ain't saying everybody fuck with that. But shit, hey, that'll make a nigga mama and wife. What if I got kids out here, bro?
A few months later, though, in October, after this clip here blew up showing Kodak struggling to form sentences during his Drink Champs interview, we saw the same repeating reaction from the internet. Yo, somebody need to grab bro and make sure he good, commented Ray J on the viral clip. This ain't the interview. We gotta help dude. However, once again, it wasn't long until Kodak was back on Instagram Live, responding to the online comments.
You don't know me. I do how I do, homie. I do how I do, homie. I be hating that pussy. Man, you a pussy ass nigga, man. You wanna just go viral. You wanna just go viral and shit. When I call that nigga here, younger nigga,
Kodak claimed that he was straight and didn't need help, but just less than 2 months later, in December, he was arrested yet again for what was initially believed to be cocaine.
And we're following some breaking news. Kodak Black has been arrested in South Florida again. The rapper, whose real name is Bill Capri, is charged now with possession and tampering with evidence. He's been no stranger to dealing with legal issues, of course.
According to reports, after a police officer spotted an SUV parked right in the middle of a roadway, they then approached the car and found Kodak Black asleep in the driver's seat, along with a smell of burnt cannabis. As the officer approached the SUV, he noticed that, quote, Black's mouth was full of white powder. Now, it was later tested again and came back as oxycodone, which Kodak allegedly had a prescription for. But regardless, after getting released in February, this incident inspired Kodak to try and change his habits, attempting to live a healthier life. Then, in June of 2024, Kodak went live with this update for fans on his progress and sobriety.
I'm sober for the most part. You feel me? For the most part, bro, I be fooling with brother. Let me tell you this. I mean, like Batman, bro, I couldn't wait it till like, nah, I can do that. I can go and do that. Nothing on me. I say that one, explaining myself now. I don't want y'all to hear that, to take that and feel like they're gonna come and do that. Man, bro, I was taking, bro, at least 100%, but my average is 40 sales, bro. I'm telling y'all, I ain't know.
I'm sleepy.
I look at the kid and I be like, bro, what was wrong with me, bro?
We got to pray for Kodak. Man, we got to pray for Kodak. I think this is going to be the last video. Yep, this is going to be it.
Recent Kodak Black situation got the attention of rappers in the industry. With Kodak's scary downfall, we even seen Book say,
But right now, man, we worried about you. You don't look too healthy. From the outside looking in, it's obvious that you're. And I don't believe for 1 second you just doing for your own enjoyment. Nah, you trying to find something to fill up that void that's within your chest. See, I've been where you at right now. But by the grace of God, I'm clean. Them strongholds have been pulled down. Them chains are broken. So I'm qualified to talk about this. You got to make a decision, bro. You got too many people looking up to you. And from one father to another, got to set the right example for your son. This coming from somebody who genuinely cares. So if you come across this video, you want to sit at the table, break bread, man, holla at me.
With every day that passes, new footage of Kodak being strung out hits the internet, not only proving that he's hanging with the wrong crowd that's filming him, but he truly needs help, as Kanye West even spoke out trying to save him.
Okay, so I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm going to fly down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about him, I know I said rappers and all that, but right now, I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like we can't. I know y'all think I'm crashing out. Y'all, you see me talking. I'm expressing myself. Look, man, please don't.
Oh,
I know I
shit.
said a lot, and just let me go down there and go help this man out.
As this was
Brother, I'm Haitian. I mean, and it's just
Oh,
like
yeah,
my arrow.
I showed this. All right, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe, because I'm falling asleep. I'm tired, and I got to get up in a few hours. Yeah, so we need to just pray for Kodak. Hopefully he go to rehab, get his stuff together, because he has a great entertainer. I love y'all, and thank you to my new subscribers. All right. Good night. I'm about to go to sleep. Yeah.